What's up, everybody? It's Ominous for Responsible Gaming, doing an episode of Ominous Designs live from gloomy Seattle. It is quite gloomy. So, getting back into it. This is my second episode since I moved. We're back on the kind of easygoing schedule of an episode every so often, every couple weeks. First, as per usual, quick look at the illustration and the naming on the previous cards, because now they look pretty. We got the Swift Cut Throw, which is, so if you remember last week, check out the video. We're doing skills, so if you draft skills the same way you draft conspiracies, you can have them in your command zone when you start, and then you get a haste menace that says whenever it deals damage to a player, you can trigger a skill from your command zone. I'm not going to discuss the design. I'll give you feedback that I got. It is possible that haste plus menace on the 3-2 is a lot, especially if you have a bonus like this. Not completely sure as far as the rare is concerned, but potentially still, like 3-2 haste or 3-2 menace might be enough. Moving on, Seasoned Vanguard. I'm not even going to comment the card this time because it's just an uncommon, so you know, cool. It looks good. We got a Vicious Death Lord over here that triggers a skill every time a creature dies. He looks a badass. And then we got a Crafty Battle Mage that triggers a skill for 5. Could be 6, I don't know, 5 seems fine to me. Kind of depends what you put in your skills. Moving on because we have an episode this week, and the episode is about Cantrips. For once we get a straightforward title to the episode, so yay. We therefore are going to copy hiatus, this card from when I took a, not even gonna say it, you guess. And let me see. So designs from my vault. I got 2 cantrips. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Cool. So first one is, my keyboard is in the wrong spot. First cantrip is something of the sort. It says, hey, this wasn't a. I did copy and then I hit new card, which is kind of useless. The card says scry 1. Oh boy. Which order? I don't care. We can discuss this. Oh, well, that's the spoiler. Fate Seal 1 is the funny bit. Oh boy. Yeah, we need to do something. So I think Scry 1 is actually not Reminder anymore because it's evergreen, so perfect. And there you go. Now, I am not actually an expert in cantrips. So we're gonna have to do some research. Because I think Scry and Draw... No, it's not the way it works. Advanced. Rule text. Oh my god. Scry, draw, add to the text, CMC1. I think Scry and Draw is the mark of great cards. That being said, so opt is Scry and Draw, and it is... So opt is reprinted in Ixalan, if I remember well. So it's fine. Unfortunately, if we do strictly better than opt, we're gonna get yelled at. I do believe Serum Vision is better. No, Preordain is better than Serum Visions, I think. Well, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. You scry before you draw. Therefore, potentially, we could argue that if I do draw, scry, fate seal, so draw 1, scry 1, we're still not better than opt because scry 1 draw is better than draw scry. You following me? I hope you're following me. So basically, and so draw one, scry one. Interesting. Draw. Oh my god, what's going on with me today? Draw. Wait, what? Oh wow. Okay, sure. Don't you worry. My brain is still mostly intact. Scry one. Draw. It's not draw one. It's draw a card. Draw one. Draw a card. Fate seal one. It's kind of messy over here. Excuse me. There you go. Yeah. So most likely, oh, opt is also an instant. Delightful. Okay, so we have a pretty good case that this is actually acceptable if we base ourselves on opt being a thing and containing a better version of those two. Oh my god, I am out of my... No. It's okay, we got it. We got it. Draw a card here. Scry one here. Not draw afterwards. Yes. And deactivate the reminder text. We got it. We got this. Draw one, scry one, fate seal one. I was saying, based on opt having a better combination of those two, and being an instant, and still costing one, we should have something that's rather acceptable here. Makes sense to me. I mean, fate seal is powerful, and would you better have scry one, fate seal one than scry two? No. So it is still inferior to dry scry two, which is serum vision. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Name, figure it out later. The card is here. I'm pretty happy with it. I don't see the reason why it wouldn't be a thing. It is, like I said, debatable. It's possible that it exists as compared to opt, and it is also quite straightforwardly inferior to serum vision. So I'm saying it's okay. We shall see. I'm sure people will be up in arms. So this was very fast, and so will the second B. The second B, something that I find also quite interesting. I'm not supposed to show you that. That's my secret. What I do is I do this, and then I do this. So, and now you get like a massive spoiler on I don't know how many upcoming episodes. For everybody who's looking for spoilers to ominous designs, which I'm sure there are many of you out there. So we're gonna do something like this. We're gonna do draw two cards, then discard a card, not a card. Okay? Okay. So briefly, because I can never remember anything, let's say careful study or study something. I want to remember it's just discard a card. Okay, cool. So draw two cards, then discard a card. Here, what's gonna happen here is flashback. What? What is that? I think it's just like this. No, discard a card from your hand. Okay, so I just I upsetted the template. Flashback. That's kind of too bad. Okay, alright, I guess that works. Fix itself. Discard a card from your hand. So, draw two, discard one. Oh no. Okay, so actually, oh yeah. I didn't want to do only discard. I wanted to do something else, like 1U maybe. Let's see. Right. Because so the thing that hit me is that I've been actually building for myself Manal's Dredge for Legacy. It is a ton of fun. It's immense fun. It's like solving a magic puzzle. I love it. And one thing that makes Dredge very powerful is it's using cards that have flashback costs that don't cost mana, and also discard is actually a benefit to Dredge. So this looked very scary. Fortunately, I didn't actually intend to make this cost only discard a card. So draw 2, discard 1 is weak, and then draw 2, discard 2 in a worse version, because it's discard, then draw your card, then discard another one, so it's kind of more like half rummage, half. It's actually 1 rummage, 1 loot. That's it for 2. So how much do we need that to cost? I will briefly remember that Deep Analysis cost 4, is a sorcery, which I'm probably going to put this as a sorcery as well, because otherwise shenanigans with instant speed draw is just kind of unpredictable. Also, when you combine this with, like, you could pay twice, you could discard a bunch of shit. Don't really want to bother thinking of all the implications of making that an instant speed spell. So Deep Analysis is 4, draw 2, then 2 and 3 life, draw 2 more. We can kind of try and base ourselves around that. So this would be a crappy divination, obviously, because you discard a card. But you would have the ability to pay 2 to kind of cycle 2 cards on top of that later, which is pretty powerful. It makes for pretty crappy cantrip the first time around is the thing. Like, pay 3 to draw 2 and discard 1 is kind of painful. So I think I could do this. Draw 2, then discard a card for 2. Problem being that I don't know that digging 2 cards deep is acceptable for 2. I think it is. I think it is. So draw 2, discard 1 is virtually, but with card advantage, the same as Cantrip, draw 1, right? Draw 2, discard 1. That's kind of like draw 1, except it digs you 1 deeper. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a quick look at draw this card in blue for CMC up to 3. And let's see what's close. Draw 2 for if you control an artifact, discard a card. So that's weird. Like, this is instant speed reduced divination. Pretty weird. What else do we have? We have creature with sorcery. Draw 4, then choose X cards. Yeah, okay, whatever. Draw 2, discard 2, cost 1. Makes sense. Draw 2, discard 1. Cost 3 because it's instant speed. Weird. I don't think people love this. Wait a second. Divination is draw 2 for 3 sorcery speed. Yes. That's not a killer card. Okay. No. I'm a little worried. Of discard 2, draw 2, discard 1, costing only 2. I mean, wait a second. Draw 2, discard 1. no, it's better than, I was gonna say it's better than looking at the top 2 and only picking one, because you can just keep the 2 and discard something else from your hand, right? Compulsive research, okay, well that's good. For 3, you can dig 3 and then dump 2, and you also have the opportunity to discard a land only. So that's quite a bit better. Obviously it costs 1 more. Let's just dig a little bit more. I'm probably, why don't I, look at that, no, okay. Why don't I just restrict to 2 CMC and remove, and just instants and sorcery. So recently I've been unable to refine searches efficiently. Never mind, I can today. So types, instant, sorcery, and CMC is 2. No, not that 2, that 2. So, counter. Oh, it's a bunch of cycling cards. Return target, whatever. Target player discards 2 cards, then draws many cards he or she discard this way. Say what now? Okay, discard 2, draw 2. Very weird. Draw 3, discard 3 at the beginning of the next end step. Whoa! Holy crap. Okay, that's cool. That's very cool. Why have I not been told about this? Target creature can shroud, counter target spell, draw X, discard 1. Okay, so see, there's nothing remotely close to 2 mana and dig 2. The only thing I can think of is if I go, oh great, look at top, put hand, and 2, and blue. Hopefully that's enough. Actually that's going to be a bunch of cards. Let's say for example anticipate. Anticipate is look at 3, put 1. Okay, and it's instant speed. So we're looking 1 less deep than anticipate, but we can keep the 2 if we are willing to discard a card that we already had in hand, which is powerful. Look at the top card, put it in hand, the rest of the bottom will be in order. Obviously impulse is amazing. But it's interesting though, because it says we started at 4 instant speed, then we went to 3 instant speed, and it was still quite alright. Now we're going to 2 sorcery speed. Can we get 2 benefits, which is you can keep the 2 cards and throw one from your hand, which is actually pretty amazing, and then the flashback card. I think it's hard. I think it's pretty tough. But what can we do? I'm just afraid this first mode is too good. Look at the top 3 cards you have, put it in your hand, and rest in your graveyard. Yeah, okay. So sorcery speed, top 3, and rest in the yard. Rest in the yard is a bit of an upside. Man, do I just let it slip? I think it's good. That being said, it's not. I mean, who am I kidding? Is it very, very good? I feel like it's very, very good. I don't know why. This is just bad though, is the thing. So you could cheat and say, well, let's do this, but that's just boring. I kind of want to do this and have people tell me to fix my damn design, if such is the case, and it is quite possibly the case. Now the only argument that I could see is that this is not good, but it is acceptable if you're gonna get another rummage plus loot for 2 later on. But It's possible. It's possible. By the way, this could like cause this, for example, because it's kind of a rummage, right? I'm not huge on this weird flashback of 2 colors, and therefore I'm not gonna do it. But it is a rummage plus a loot. Now the bonus is it's not straightforwardly that. It's like a trick that you have to discard in the cost. I wonder what's crap. There's disparate. Oh, faithless looting. Faithless looting. So faithless looting says draw 2, discard 2. Oh, okay, forgot. Yes, that makes sense. So it's pure loot. Aha, looting. Get it? Okay. Crazy though. Ravings. Spread ravings. Draw 2, discard 1 at random. So those things are. I mean, obviously this is random, so it's different, I guess. But they're all like draw then discard in red. It's kind of crazy. Okay, cool. Whatever. I don't know. I think it is too good, but I will let myself be corrected. I feel it's always cooler to like push the design a bit, not be scared, and submit it to the design committee out there online, see what they say, and rather than say, oh, this sucks, they say, hey, this is too good, and at least that makes them talk a lot more, and it gets them more excited. And if we need to tune it down, we tune it down. It's a bit of a cheat, you know. It's like do something powerful to get some attention, but hey, I'm not creating a 5/5 trample for 2, so I think we're good. Cool. Well, those were cantrips of sorts, and they're done. That's it. 2 designs. Draw 1, scry 1, fate seal 1. I actually kind of love this one, and I sort of like this one very much at all, except I just don't really know how to balance it. Thank you either way. It's been very nice talking to you, as per usual. I shall post. It's funny, I'm less used to saying the outro now that I changed the formula. So I will post the video sometime soon, even though last week it took me over a week to post the video on YouTube. And I will post on Reddit on Custom Magic. You get this here, over there. Custom Magic, I'm Banzai13 over there. Good old name. Those were my knuckles. And Facebook, this is, you can follow and get some updates from me. Twitch, Responsible Gaming, do that as well. Twitter, just the same. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next episode. Until then, play responsibly. Energy. Yay. Bye-bye.